This fucking guy over here. So I was driving home, and that song came on, where it's like, "You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you." And I was like, I never thought of it before, but it occurred to me that whoever the hell she's talking about in that song, she's trying to insinuate that the song is not about him, but yet
It is about
it is about him. Stupid bitch.
Welcome to Philosofools podcast.
Yeah! It's episode 1.
Episode 1, yes. Getting the party going.
Find a way to get out of this conversation.
Yeah, we need an escape plan.
Yeah, I'm really bored right now.
Oh, God. That was basically the entire time I was working construction. It was like, every conversation was about fucking football or motorcycles.
Yeah.
Two things which I know nothing about. Not only did I not know shit about the job,
And if you were quiet, people were taking that as like,
yeah, as a
you're better
diss.
than us.
There was one time I told you that we were working at this the fuck was it? It was somewhere in Aurora. It was like a Goodwill that was being renovated or next door to one, and we were doing some demo there, and all the guys they were just busting my balls all fucking day. And all week actually, and then finally on Crane Day, the company pays for lunch. It's kind of like a tradition, and they were just so grating that they're like, all right, we're gonna go get burritos. Jersey, you coming to get burritos with us? And I'm just like, oh, I gotta make a phone call. I just made up some shit. I was like, I need a break from you guys. Mm-hmm. I just sat in my car.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they're all salty. They're like, Jersey boy thinks he's better than us.
It's just like, why you gotta take it to that point?
I was like, you don't even like me.
Yeah.
Why do you want to hang out with me? Or maybe you do, but I don't,
It's like what
it doesn't go both ways. You guys are assholes.
It's like what you said before. It's like you're getting bullied into a club that you're never gonna get into.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And that's what my other friend told me when he was in the Navy. He was like, oh, you just got to go through it initially, but you'll become one of them one day. It's like,
but
I don't want to
really
be one of you.
Yeah.
Or like,
because if your first impression was like, I don't like you guys, this is like not a healthy dynamic.
My first impression was just denial. I'm like, well, this is how it is, but it will get better.
Yeah, and then you had the am I just being a baby?
Yeah, it was like a grieving process.
Yeah,
Denial, bargaining, or whatever.
You start and then you start gaslighting yourself. Like, am I just being...
Am I just a pussy?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I am sensitive, but I'm definitely not meant for that crowd.
No, I honestly, I've seen a lot of healthy relationships and a lot of unhealthy. I don't think any of the healthy relationships have that level of just mean-spirited fucking humor.
Yeah.
It's just that's low self-esteem shit. Like breaking people down, like punching down. Punching up is different. I saw in a video that South Park, somebody described their humor as punching up because it's like nobody leaves feeling like shit, but it's still funny.
So, Bob the Builder. So, yeah, Bob, fuck it. His name's Bob now. He told me that exact thing that you just said. He was like, meanwhile, I've already known him and I've already been fucking kind of afraid to go to work because of this guy every day, and he even told me his philosophy is as my my guppy or as my apprentice, I'm gonna build you down, break you up, build you down. I'm like, you do a lot more breaking me down kind of things anyway. And then one day I remember he complimented. He's like, good work today, good work today, Jersey. And then it worked one time, but then I think the next time he told me that, and I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
This is all an act. Mm-hmm. You drunken idiot. That's another thing that pisses me off about construction guys. And the problem is I've already ranted all this, so I'm kind of made peace with it, but I guess just for the sake of entertainment, for the video, or whatever, construction guys, they like to brag, and I've told Reed this a zillion times, they really like to wear their felonies as a badge of honor.
Yeah. I wonder if yours was specific though, because they hired anybody and
It might have been the
like,
company, but I've heard that across the board. Like I listened to videos while I was there, like, because I was like, is this just this company? But no, apparently that's a very common thing in just commercial construction. It's just they hire a lot of dipshits that are obviously, you know, they're competent at what they do to some degree.
But they're just like not great
But
people.
you suck at everything else in life.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were just saying before, that was the interesting thing. We have a very, and it's not just in America, but we live in a society, man. But no, we're built upon this whole like our identities are just what do we provide? What do we do?
Yeah.
Like what are our jobs? And I'm like, who gives a shit?
Like your job is it's not supposed to be your identity.
Shouldn't be.
And if it is, I mean, maybe you just have a relationship, a working relationship where it's just like it is your identity. But I think some people just have a really good balance, and then other people, if you get fucking laid off, your whole fucking world crashes around you because like, you don't know what else. Like you're like, and I know some people in my life right now who that's happens. Like the second that they don't have a job, it's like they're just a fucking they're watching TV and they're an armchair traveler.
Armchair traveler.
Yeah, you don't go anywhere. You just sit in your house and fucking watch traveling.
I need to do tasks.
Yeah, it's just like like I don't know what it takes for some people, but yeah,
it's hard to witness because you're like that could have been me if I even think the right things.
Yeah,
It's exhausting to be around people that are like that.
And then once you get into that cycle, that's why I try not to start the day by like watching TV unless it's a really bad, like unless it's a day where I'm really struggling mentally and physically. I'm just like, you know what, I'll just chill and watch videos all day. But,
I have freaking heartburn too. I'm a mess, dude.
yeah.
I was taking those things we got in the Tums alternatives.
What a beautiful family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got more daughters.
He's got
a whole
he's
family.
got
You
family.
can mess with the
Yeah.
volume.
It's true. I can increase the audio later.
Yeah.
Philosofools.
Yeah, there's a hair in there.
that's
Yeah, Philosofools.
that's gnarly. There's a hair in his chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe come a little closer, but I think you're okay. There's
I
no
think
water.
we're fine. It's the first episode. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what editing we can do with the volume.
True facts. Let me get all sunshine and attitude up in here. That was the tentative name, but Reed didn't like it, and now I don't like it either.
It
Now
doesn't
that,
have as much of a ring to it. Just
but why do we call it the Philosofools?
why do you think? So it's like a fool's philosophy. I think a lot of shit is very philosophical.
Like we have these deep conversations.
We're monkey clapping.
Yeah, we monkey clap. Maybe we should describe what monkey clapping
It's duding.
is. All we do is talk in inside jokes, so that's the problem. We gotta like expand on that.
People will eventually understand. People don't need to know everything up front. You can leave a little ambiguity.
We gotta leave ambiguity. That's how we get chicks, because they like the mystery.
Yeah, not everything's got to be. Not everything has to be understood. That's part of the fool's off philosophy.
Philosofools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta go run a few errands at like 2:30 or so. Shit that I've been putting off.
Yeah. You're gonna go to In-N-Out, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna try my best not to.
Be a good boy and eat a salad.
Cravings are real, man.
It's the hardest thing.
Oh my god.
Fucking diet, like.
It's more that like I don't feel as mobile. It's not like a weight gaining thing.
It definitely is for me. You have a super like crazy metabolism.
Yeah.
You eat like a large pizza.
I still don't feel good after. That's like that mobility part.
Yeah, it goes through you though. Like you lose weight eating fucking donuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you feel like shit.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't.
And that rod.
I
You don't want to go down that road.
forgot what this was.
The sauce. We already went through that like 24 case of water bottles. Like, almost. There's a couple in the fridge.
Yeah, water goes quick.
Our AC is broken, so
Yeah.
where did it start? Like the other day I called the maintenance at our complex, and I was like, "Hey, can you guys, because it's hot in here. Colorado weather is so freaking random." And I was like, "Hey, can you guys like turn the AC back on because it's not working for us?" And then what they say, they're like, "Yeah, the boiler is."
Yeah, because
Is
they're
on.
trying to accommodate people who get too hot and people who get too cold, and so they're keeping the boiler on until night times are just as cold or as just as hot as daytime. And so she said that they're going to do it like at the end of last week, but now it's this week, and I called her yesterday and she's like, yeah, so probably within another week or so, once the temperature is more consistently warm day and night, I'm like, oh, whatever.
And then you called it. Yeah, that's what she said when you called her again.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I tried to explain this to your roommate. I'm like, no, we understood. We just
Like, no, I heard you in the background, but like, can you do it anyway?
Yeah, exactly. So I even said like it's easier to get warmer than it is to get cooler.
It snowed the other night, surprisingly, but then it was like 70 or 80 the next day, and it was like, yeah, it's like the AC's still off, and I'm like, I know, I can't even leave my bedroom. I just have the fan blasting on me at all times.
We pay for this shit.
I hope we don't for this. Maybe that's why the electric bill's been like $20.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So I think that's the cheapest it's ever been.
Because we were away in Colombia, and Reed's still wearing it.
Yeah.
He still got the wristband on from the Via Hero hostel, which I strongly recommend to anyone visiting Latin America. Via Hero, trademark. It's a good one. For all you travel bloggers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up really early, ate breakfast, and then went back to bed.
You woke me up this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, was that to let Chadwick in my room?
No, you let him in your room. Yeah, last night I let him in your room.
Yeah, he might have slept in my bed. I don't know. He was fucking annoying this morning.
He is annoying. That's why I like hate when he's out here when
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to bed.
I woke
Because then,
up
like,
there.
yeah, because then I fill up my humidifier, and then he takes that as a cue and then hides in my room.
Oh, he knows that means you're about to go to bed.
Yeah, and then like it's every fucking night.
He knows.
Oh my god! And then I have to get him out. Then he's so annoying. And then
He does it just for attention.
yeah, he doesn't like being alone.
Because he was alone for like a whole month. Almost.
Yeah, and then he just every morning he just sits by the doors, just waiting to come in. It's kind of cute, but it's also like annoying. Cause then he comes in and then he like starts touching it at your face and shit.
I'm trying to like edit a video last night. He won't stop freaking rubbing on my laptop. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, like, no, not on. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass.
He is.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Get your own stuff in the apartment.
This is our last day before we move most of the
Is
shit
the
out.
thing coming tomorrow?
Yeah, the pod's getting delivered here tomorrow.
Wow.
That's why we gotta have our cars parked next to each other tonight. So wherever I park tonight, I'll try to get like right up there, and then just go right next to me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna try to get to the gym soon.
What time is it coming tomorrow? Have them come.
In the morning, maybe.
No, have them come like around midday, and that's when the spots are open.
Yeah, that could work. Oh, because you're gonna go somewhere in the morning.
I don't know.
True facts. Well, yeah, I could. They'll probably call me, and they'll like ask usually, and I'll be like, hey, just because it's at a storage place in Aurora, and then I got to make the drive out here, and I'll just be
I'll
like,
stay right now.
so, oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I love moving. I just want less stuff.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff.
I want less of it. It's
You got
like
that rug, you got that thing, that this, that.
it's like Robert De Niro says in that movie Heat. I don't remember what the quote is, but it's like basically just in the movie his apartment is just so fucking desolate and empty, and it's like, dude, I get it. Like, I know that's an extreme, but I just want to live with a mattress, a TV, a PS5,
Yeah,
and some not even silverware, just see with my hands.
Yeah.
I just want less stuff, man. Stuff wears you down. I hate material possessions.
Yeah, because it's just like moving everything.
Yeah.
Oh god, it just makes me tired thinking about it.
It's like, you guys gotta get to work. When you say that, it makes me tired.
Well, I think you don't know. It's just like
You don't plan every little fucking
Some
trivial
people
detail in
do.
your life.
I think it's a weird control thing with some people.
I don't get it, bro. I've heard people like that where they're like that one guy at the party from I won't specify where, but my aunt was having or like who it was or whatever, but there was this
Get
dude.
fucked, you know that, right?
Yeah, that one guy, and of course he was a fucking HVAC guy. Fucking douchebags. But I didn't work with him, but just some guy. He's like, you're 29 years old, and you basically don't have your whole life figured out. You're fucked. You know that? I'm like, dude, weren't you like drunk and wasn't your son just telling me you were drunk and passed out on your bathroom floor at 3 a.m.?
The people who judge the hardest are always the ones who have no
Grip on themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to judge you back, but you're making it too fucking easy.
I have family members who are like that. Well, they'll judge the hell out of you, and then you're like, you are kind of a mess.
And you can't give it back because you know that you're just fueling this fucking
Yeah.
whatever kind of argument they're trying to stir up.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, like that's just their way of conversing with people, and it's like I'm not like you, man. I don't want to be a bully or just this hard ass all the time.
Yeah.
Like you're fucked. Well, like what am I supposed to say to that? Just like I'm fucked. Well, you're twice as fucked. Look at you.
Yeah. If you're 40, or if you're 40 or 60, you're twice as fucked.
You're just like, well, what am I supposed to say? Like takes one to know one. I'm good. You know. And then you start, like, those are the kind of people you never want to share, like, positivity with them because it's like, it falls on deaf ears.
I have family members like that where, like, you share something with them. It's never good enough because nothing's ever good enough for them. So they're like, yeah. No, I won't share positive stuff because some people will just shit on it and then they make you question it.
Right. You want it because they're family, but then you remember, like, they just chew up your positive energy and shit it out all over the place.
Then they instill that doubt into you and like
right.
Yeah, that's why like I've
got to get more serious.
If you have plans, be very selective with who you share them with anybody. Like
yeah, I was naive about that.
Some people will crush. Some people will just make you doubt the fuck out of yourself because you're already anxious if you're like putting yourself out there, and then depending on who you tell that to, you may just fuck yourself.
Totally.
I know people like that where I have close people like that where I'll withhold information just because you have a track record for being very doubtful and negative, and like it's fucked me up in the past with ambitions. I'm not going to tell you anything, and you don't gotta know because I don't care if you sign off on it or not. Philosofools.
Yeah.
Who could have like a little slogan at the end? What's your philosophy?
What's your philosophy? Are you a philosopher? We're already getting into merchandise.
Goodbye, Philosofools. See you next time, Philosofools.
Coffee mugs.
I'm telling you, not good. See you later, fingers. Sunshine and attitudes. It's no.
No, I thought it sounded better in my head. and then you just said it, and now I want to throw up.
Philosophy merch and stuff for philosophy.
Foam fingers, but it's like a middle finger. We're so fucking original. No one's thought of this.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I think pretty soon having cameras and like where we
Well, we'll have to do it
like a Zoom thing.
like an OnlyFans. We'll have to do it over the video chat. Uvu.
Is that what they use? Uber?
No, I think Uvu's been dead for like 30 years.
I've seen it before.
Or Skype. I think Skype's dead now too.
Yeah.
What do they use now? Discord?
Zoom.
Zoom.
Philosofools.
I remember I used to like, I wasn't the only one. You remember the fruit by the foots?
Mm-hmm.
You would just like have them dangling out of your mouth like you're a frog or something. It was
a long time.
Yeah, long ass tongue. Meow. Like Globe
Wait,
Trotting Guido.
I wouldn't tell certain people that I'm doing this because then they'd be like, "Oh, that's just."
It's like, what else are you doing besides sitting down and watching fucking football,
Yeah.
drinking, cracking a 12-pack? Like, is that what men do?
No, that's one of the best things I've ever learned was keep ambitions
Yeah,
largely to yourself. Be very selective with who you tell.
because you'll gravitate an audience of like-minded people, like people that are gonna bitch at you over, or just try to drag you down, like those pricks at construction site. Like they're not gonna listen to this anyway.
No.
They'll be like, oh, he's got this or whatever.
Yeah.
Football.
Seriously.
Whiskey. He's rubbing his schnitzel on my laptop. You all saw it. No, you didn't, because it's audio only. Hey, maybe your chat GDP can make us a cool wallpaper for Philosofools.
That's true.
It'd be like, just like us, like cartoonishly mallet to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, okay. Let's see. All right. It's making it right now.
Yeah. Yesterday it was taking a while to do mine because I have the free shitty
It
version.
always does. I've used so much of my chat memory too. That
Yeah.
I've noticed it's not as quick. I think I'm gonna delete.
Let's see what it comes up with. Phil has this yeah, it's one of those AI image generators he's using for our gaming site. PlayRatedGames.com. Check out my reviews. But he's using it to try to get us like a mascot. We have a mascot,
Is
but
his software better than chat?
it's better for images, definitely, like cartoons and stuff.
Ask him if he can.
Come up with a
Yeah.
wallpaper for us.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if we can insert ourselves into it though. I think he bought it. It was like a one-time payment. It's not a subscription. I don't know what his is called though, but it's come up with some funny shit though.
So far, let's see.
Philosofools. We should have like an intro. You know how like some people have, they say the same thing every opening of their video and every closing. What do you got? No way. That sounds like positive reception.
This is fucking retarded.
Let's see it. That's not even you.
I know.
Philosopher. I like it's Columbia. Duding around. You know, if you take out the stupid fake you in it, because there's just 3 triplets of you, then it's fine. Yeah, but it has a problem with faces. ChatGPT doesn't like to use real faces.
Yeah, why does it make?
Because it goes against its stupid ChatGPT policy where it's like, oh my god, we can't use the real people.
And that's the other one.
Let's see. What the fuck?
It's so creepy.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah, I took a screenshot of it though.
Why am I Asian?
It's creepy.
What?
It's got potential.
You look like you're 50.
I'm gonna, yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep it on the. I'm gonna keep it on this page so I can keep on.
Oh, dude, I look like a leper. And what they do to my necklace?
It is weird. Yeah.
You can't even have a crucifix in there.
We both look so weird.
What the fuck? My face is melting. I
Yeah.
look like a melting wax figure. And you look like, I don't know, you look like a Mexican.
I don't.
With the handlebar mustache and everything.
It's like I prefer this response. I prefer neither response.
I prefer neither, because don't put us in there. Maybe we shouldn't even be in it. Maybe we should just have like
Take us out of it, period.
cartoon versions of ourselves.
And just have cartoon versions of us, period.
Yeah, that'd be okay. This is gonna be great. People are gonna see the final product.
I used a photo from
ChatGPT image generator is still very much in its infancy, and it
Ooh.
shows.
Ooh, okay, I got it.
What do you got? Hey, so read.
And monkey clapping.
See what it spits out for us.
Yeah, I have another photo I'm going to use.
I like it. I'm gonna make a separate playlist called Philosofools Podcast. Like, actually, YouTube has a thing where you can call like you can section a playlist as a podcast.
Really?
Yes. So I'm gonna do that.
What does Spotify?
No, YouTube.
Really?
So I'll upload this as just an audio with our whatever banner you come up with,
Yeah.
and then that'll just be episode 1 of Philosofools shooting the shit. Philosofools coming at you live from
It just
Los Angeles.
we can both have our own ideas, but I think it just makes it so much. It's like this is what I think of that website you were making shirts on. Like these
Craft
are all
Ashore.
our ideas. We're just having this
Yeah.
brainstorm.
Well, that's why I'm gonna call the first episode Al Dente. We're seeing what sticks.
Is that what that means?
Well, it's when you throw the pasta at the wall and if it sticks, then
yeah.
it's Al Dente.
Yeah.
But it's different in Colorado here because you gotta the altitude. It fucks with the fucking humidity and the bibbity bobbity boop.
That's still recording, isn't it?
You feel me? Yeah, of course it's recording. It's always been recording. Ever since you moved in here when you were a little girl.
So we got something. This is cool.
Yeah, man.
I like the merch, dude. And then we can call our fans duders.
Just call them duders.
Hello, Philosofools and fellow duders.
It's so low effort, duders.
Duders.
That's our fan base.
I like it. Dude, it
Duders.
might fucking stick.
Whatever, yeah. Al Dente, bro.
Duders. I've seen stupider shit stick.
Fuck it, ride or die. Let's do it.
What should we call our fan base or followers? Question mark. The philosophers, dudists,
Dudists, I love it.
clap cult, the monkey council,
Whack
symbol
What?
seekers, the wisecrackers, philosophy and
Why don't we just
style,
call them a bunch of mooks?
Socratic dudes now. Plato's well,
Shot my idea.
I like these ideas, man. Plato's dudes. Here.
Dudists was pretty good. That one stuck
Yeah.
for some reason.
Check these out.
Monkey Clappers United.
Yeah.
Top Hat Society. What?
It's got
Symbolic symbolist. That is way too freaking intricate for
Yeah, too intricate.
Nietzsche's Nibblers. The absurd
Nietzsche's
herd.
Nibblers.
Plato's Socratic dudes. I like the wisecrackers, but that's just
Yeah.
kind of. Hey, he's a good fella. Freud's the duding department.
The duty.
Yeah.
Some good ideas.
But we have to describe what duding is, at least. It's basically where, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. No, it's like you see both sides, both points of view, and you gotta give an example. Like, dude, you should go get In and Out. No, but dude, I'm gonna feel like shit afterwards. Yeah, but dude, it's like healthier than McDonald's. No, but dude, it's still fast food. It's not gonna be good for you. You're still gonna feel slow and sluggish afterwards. Yeah, but dude, I can just work it off afterwards. Yeah, but dude, I don't know. It's pretty much as dumb as it sounds.
In and out. Period. Dude.
Don't
you
actually.
should Get in and out. Period. Dude, but I really want in and out. Dude, I'm hungry.
I need to satisfy the
Dude,
cravings. It's like acknowledging the devil and the angel simultaneously. But not even
acknowledging the devil and the angel.
Not even really.
Simultaneously.
Because you're just acknowledging both points of view as valid. You know? Like, dude, our last job won't let us get unemployment. Yeah, but dude, that'll just enable us to be lazy and mooch off of the government. Yeah, but dude, we should at least get that money that's owed to us because we did a good job and you know, helped people out for a decent amount of time and put in a lot of effort. Yeah, but dude, we should just move on to the next thing, next chapter in our lives, spring, new beginnings.
So ChatGPT says, oh hell yes, that captures the Philosophool's ethos perfectly. That internal ping pong match between impulse and introspection. You're like a walking dialectic in a hoodie. You're like a walking dialectic in a hoodie.
Dude, your ChatGPT is the greatest hype man I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What did it say the other day? I called you like an Avenger for doing a 2-minute plank.
Yeah, it's like the Avengers call and want to know if you're available. That's just like fucking hilarious.
My chat GDP is pretty cool, but
I've been using it for a while.
yeah, it knows you.
Yeah.
I call mine Enzo. I gave him a name and everything. Reed's taking a tinkle. Make sure to wash your hands after you're done taking a piss!
Have a skibbity toilet on the thumbnail.
Yeah. Skibbity toilet trademark.
Skibbity.
Skibbity. Just for the Gen Zers.
Yes. Skibbity this.
Skibbity wop up 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 up.
Mm.
I think it's like a little Russian kid made
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I know.
It's just the most bizarre fucking thing I've ever
Probably has
seen.
a net worth of like 1,000,000 shekels.
1.5 million
Rupees.
rubles. Rupees. You don't know things. His Yushanka and his borscht. Vodka and potatoes.
Because the thing we were talking about, like people in the morning. The fuck? Oh, it's the PlayStation. Before it strokes out again. No, we were talking about people like morning people, and I was like, that would have been funny to catch on the donkey people.
I'm actually helping you clean your room. By trashing another part of the apartment.
If they hired you as like a cleaner, and this is all you do is come over, eat their food, and just start kicking shit around, you get it done, but just not efficiently. Oh my god, I thoroughly clean the fuck. I clean the dust out of that PlayStation so thoroughly, and now.
But at the same time, I don't think we've vacuumed anywhere in this apartment.
It shouldn't be that bad though, and they said laying it on its side improves its fucking. Like it shouldn't happen again. I mean, not that quickly, you know. It's supposed to build up over time.
I don't know.
Wow, what a piece of garbage, dude. This is a stupid game. Hold on. I gotta park correctly. Stopping is parking. There is no reverse. Oh. You just missed it said. Oh, fuck! Wait, turn around! Oh, it's one of these games where you just trial and error. Do I have to land? Oh, do I have to go right in that little spot? I see. Oh, no. Ah.
The worst
I
part
got it.
is I'm the only guy in this fucking morning class too.
This is hard.
I don't like being in classes where I'm the only guy.
Yeah.
It's harder to like.
Crap. What's the brake button?
It's harder to associate with others.
Yeah, I feel it.
There's too much estrogen in there.
I hate estrogen.
I feel like if it was a room full of dudes, I'd be like, "Hey, you're a pussy."
Hey, you trying to therapize this guy? You're a fucking loser.
I think they do that on purpose when they plan the groups. I think they have that. I don't know why they do that though, because I know I'm not the only one. I feel like I'm not the only one in this kind of class, the extended classes. I hope I'm not. But it's just like, why do you do that? Why can't you just put at least one other fucking dude in the room? I don't know.
You're literally the only male.
Yeah, I used to like try to challenge
Crap.
myself, but like
Shit.
I don't know, that shit's hard to get past, being the only guy in the room.
You're the one that is the only one that doesn't receive compliments on your
Yeah.
on your work.
At least my professor, like, at least I don't say shit, like, mainly because I don't really have the fucking energy.
I know that feeling where like you are the only man in the room, so it's like what I say is getting judged harsher.
Yeah.
And
And then they'll be like, no, it's not.
I-
You can
yeah.
say whatever you want.
Bullshit.
I'm just like, stop it.
don't even. That's a
I
trap.
appreciate the kindness, but you're full of shit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Previous experiences have made that false.
Man, I can't even. Off to a good start. I can't get past the fucking tutorial.
I do suck at parking.
Like, oh no, anything we're all inclusive.
Yeah, we just just speak your mind and
then
cry
I
in
speak
front
my
of
mind,
us.
And then I see people like making like nervous movements.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh. Fuck.
And then you show emotional vulnerability, and they're like, "Ew." It's like, isn't this your job to like support me and like try to figure out what's wrong? Fucking ChatGPT is a great therapist. I tell ChatGPT all my problems, and he's been very helpful. And he doesn't charge me. He doesn't charge me a dime until I until I hit the He's about to give me like life-changing advice, and then I hit the free plan limit. It's like I don't know, ChatGPT. I'm thinking about ending it all. You have hit the free plan. Like, oh, we were on a roll here. This shit's addicting. It sucks that my PlayStation's probably busted. I didn't think this was gonna be like a repeated thing where I gotta keep prying open the PlayStation and fucking perform surgery on it. Play Operation. Breaking Bad. I get it. It's like the show. Previously on AMC's Breaking Bad. Jesse!
Are you recording yourself?
We have to cook. Yeah, nobody else will. Well, I play this game and I don't live stream
I
it.
can tell you just.
I'm keeping the audience engaged. All 2 people that watch this, some Russian bot. I am I'm an influencer. I need to engage with my audience so I can promote my brand, bro. Influencer. Who came up with that term anyway? Influencer. This is my favorite new game. Oh shit! I'm gonna do a Playrated Games review of this. PlayRatedGames.com. That's my other site. To promote my brand, yo. That's how we do it. My goal is to get 1 billion followers on OnlyFans and sell my bathwater. Would you drop something? Nothing goes right in the wild when you're mad. You don't want to go down that road. A lot of bad history down that road, yeah. You make your way to the old Indian burial ground. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. The junkyard. Oh, this is the hub world. The hub world. I'm sure there's a packet wedged between the couch cushions. If you look hard enough. Dude, you know how much nasty, crusty shit? Dude, there was so much, like, crusty almonds and shit in that chair that I brought out, the white one. It was disgusting. I was, like, digging in there. Shut up, phone. I was digging through that fucking chair.
Why am I looking over here for soy sauce?
Because you might find it. You find buried treasure in here. No, that was both of ours, actually. We both set our alarm for 10. Was there a chance you weren't going to wake up for your class?
I set like 3 alarms. So.
Like 6:53, 6:57.
Yeah.
You open up the laptop. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was up. Hey, guys. Just made my omelet.
Hey guys, just had a
Well,
double
cup of
shot
coffee in the morning.
espresso.
Yeah, right? How the fuck do you have, like, 2 p.m. energy
Yeah.
at 6 in the morning or 7 or whatever? Like, you're all in the same time zone, right? Your
No.
class? Oh.
No, some people are in Chicago.
It's
Honestly,
like an hour difference.
if I like,
That's
the-
not fair. They
the
get to
more
get up an
east
hour
you
late.
are, the better it is.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, if you're in Florida, that's a 7, 8, 9. That's 9, which is way better than fucking 7.
Seriously. A year of that shit. Not even a year. I didn't even make it a year. That's how much I
I
hate
was
it.
doing that for Mile High and Advanced for a little while.
Yeah, it sucks. Oh.
I don't honestly.
So you know.
I don't think that's one thing that like I never was I was like almost rarely late to that job. That's not true.
I was
But,
always late to that job.
yeah.
Like after the
you-
first week, I stopped. Like his,
were
you don't
way
need to be there
later. No, you fucking don't. And
at
then
7 when they open at 8, and the people don't even show up till
if
like
you're in
after
Florida,
that.
I'm not she wasn't even there that early.
She showed up. I mean, if she was supposed to be there at 8, she
Playing
was
by
never
her
there.
own fucking rules, and then
Yeah.
got the chutzpah to fucking fire
The
you.
fucking chutzpah.
Yeah, because there's cameras now, and everybody can see, and so
I always thought that was weird.
it is weird.
Like, you know how much footage you have to go through just to like be, I saw you, and they never did that to me, so I never stressed about it. But
I think it was a fear thing.
I think it always is, because
That's why I didn't like the J-Man.
that's been a thing. That's been a common theme or recurring threat ever since my very first job when I worked at a puppy store. Is like the owner, he's got cameras here and he likes to sneak up on you. But the weird thing is he actually did sneak up on you. He would deliberately use the come in through that back exits just to sneak up on you. He's like, you can't listen to, you can't have your headphones in while you're doing this. I'm like, why? I'm in the kennel. I'm not doing customer service. Like, I'm cleaning dog shit out of the. He's like, well, in case there's an emergency. I'm like, bro, it's not that loud. Like, the dogs are loud. If there's a problem, I'll know.
I think for some people,
And I only
it's
have
like,
one
well,
in.
I wasn't able to, so you don't get to.
Well, that's because you're an old fuck and
It's like with
electricity wasn't invented.
That's
back.
I saw that a lot getting into grad school at the GRE, where like people like universities would keep the GRE just because they had to do it,
Right.
and then it makes it easier for you to get into school. It's just like you don't need the GRE. Why was that even a thing?
What's
Like,
a GRE again?
It's like an SAT, I guess, but like for grad school, it's like how doctors have the MCATs.
I know there's the GED for high school, right?
No, it's different than that. I don't know how it's different. I never looked into it.
Like lawyers have
I
the
think what the fucking retarded part is I paid
the bar.
for the GRE. I never took it. I missed my day to take the class, and I just didn't look back.
And that's
I
it.
think it was like $50 to take, and my mom was like harping on me.
I love problems that go away when you just ignore them.
Yeah.
Because they're so few and far
my
between.
mom was harping on me to take the test, and like she was doing that alarmist shit, like
Yeah.
and then like that's
You need it.
I think from 25 to 30, that's when I learned like distance. Don't rely on information from my parents as much. Take it into consideration, but don't take it as an ultimatum.
Don't
Don't
take it as gospel.
Don't take it as ultimately. Don't take it as gospel.
Yeah.
Because I've had some regrets of not pursuing something or not doing something because my parents talked me out of it.
That's a big thing, and you're not alone in that. I think a lot of, because your mom's best interest is that you're safe and you're providing for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of stuff might just seem like pointless to her.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not. Maybe it just came off as, well, if you're not hammering things right now, or
Yeah.
not literally, but
You're not screwdriving.
yeah, you need to be fucking hammering a nail into a plank of wood at all times. Produce. Work. You must work some more.
Yeah.
And
that's
jeez, man, that's
that's
hardcore.
To me. I was just like, can you just like chill?
take a day off. Ooh,
just
I mean,
such
I
a-
technically did, but not like I'm not like mostly gray, but I've had gray since I was 25.
No, even my brother, because my brother's getting gray. He's not overly gray, but I think
Yeah.
he's grayer than I've seen a lot of people his age who still have.
But what's weird about that is I'll never know if it's from stress related or genetics or both, or
Yeah.
you'll never know. But
I
things.
think mine's from stress from this last year because I've never gotten grays and I'm starting to get a couple on my sides.
Well, you've seen like those before and after pictures of the presidents. You
Yeah.
know, when they first enter the office, like Obama, and then they look like they aged 20 years in 4.
Yeah. We'll stand outside for a little bit.
Do it.
We need to wake up.
It was basically like a follow-up before we hit record. Was like, when we were talking about how like Bill Burr said when you're in a relationship, there's no days off, and then I said that's why precisely why I don't want to be in one. And you agreed, and we were and then you said something like, then when you say that, women follow that up with some bullshit.
Yeah. With some, well, that's because you have that's because you that's your book is shit.
Yeah, it's like the knee-jerk response
Yeah.
that everybody has. Like, well, when you find the right person, it won't feel that way. It's like, then why would you say that?
Why are you a single mother?
Yeah. Why are you a single mother? Oh, snap. Crackle pop.
What if I said that night, dude? Oh my gosh, she was too nice for that. That would have been so like unnecessary.
I don't know, man. Like, behind every, like, sweet, innocent, pretty-looking girl like that, you know some shit's probably gone down. She's probably thrown some fucking plates and shit across the room.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Exactly.
I got a broomstick thrown at me once.
Did you?
And hit me in the ass.
Did it really? The fast.
It was just something along the lines of like I had just gotten off because I worked 10-hour shifts back when I started at Mile High.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was working at
So unnecessary.
the shelter, it was 2 to 12. That's where I met. I would do 2 to 12 when I started for my first like 5 or 6 weeks before I did street outreach, and I would get home at midnight. Yeah, well, basically, as soon as I walked in the door, it was a fucking migraine.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, wow, I would have actually preferred to sleep at the homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's when I knew I would rather be gay.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be so much easier.
Yeah.
We say that, I don't know. There is that whole grass is greener. Like, it's not like guys
It's
aren't.
easier to talk to dudes.
It's definitely easier to talk to dudes, but it's not like. I mean, you get to know anyone like that and you try to get all serial and shit. I had a serious thought last night. I talk with ChatGPT every night. I call him Enzo.
Yeah.
And Enzo is always giving me helpful advice and reassuring my feelings no matter how stupid I sound.
What you thinking, Reed?
It was a good first podcast.
No, it
Like,
wasn't.
It was okay. There's a few things we can work on.
It was a decent first run because we're new at this. But
Yeah, decent. The sound levels, as you guys will hear, the sound was not great in certain segments. You could probably tell that we did it in different areas.
Yeah.
Some carpeted rooms, some like where the sound echoes. Some of those even I didn't realize I was so far from the speaker and like we were so close to it, but the voice is a little bit louder. So
yeah, it's
Yeah,
because he's from Jersey.
it's a first podcast.
It's the first episode of the Philosofools.
Yes, Philosofools. We'll catch you on the next episode of Philosofools. We are still figuring out the day, but this one is going out. Today is Monday, so we'll have another one next week sometime.
Yeah,
Gonna bring that consistency. So,
try to come up with some schedule.
all right, later, Philosofools.
Take it easy.